What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Hustle with JesseW. And today we're going to jump into the crypto market here. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin, Dogecoin, and we're also going to go over a live Tesla trade I took today. Check it out. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and jump into this lesson here. What we're going to do here today is we're going to analyze the charts on Bitcoin and on Dogecoin, and then we're going to go over a live trade I took on Tesla. All right, so we're going to do that in that order exactly. So we're going to jump first into the Bitcoin charts, then you're going to smash the like button for me and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you're alerted when I upload my next video. And remember to check out Webull, link in the description section below and comment section. They now allow crypto trading, and Dogecoin is available on there. So if you've been having troubles with Robinhood or any other one, make sure to check that one out. You just download the app, fund the account with $100, you get 2 free stocks. Now let's go ahead and jump right on into the charts. So here we go. You have the Bitcoin chart right here. Now, what we need to do with Bitcoin is pay close attention to some action that we have here, okay? We have the new high that's been put in place on Bitcoin just over, that $64,000 area. So we're going to go ahead and draw a line there. Let me see, horizontal line. There we go. We'll draw one right there at the highs. Boom. Okay, so now we have that one there. We know that's the high on Bitcoin. Now, we've pulled back from that high. All right, this is your daily chart. We've pulled back from that high over the course of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. We found support here in front of 48,000. Now that 48,000 level comes across right here, and you see it's a previous high here, and a lot of resistance here for multiple days. All right, multiple days of resistance. We broke underneath it at one point, and then we bounced off of this $44,000 level and went on to make new highs. So this $48,000 level is pretty important. You can see, like I said, previous resistance here and in here, and then previous support right in here. All right, we found support again in front of that level before on March 26th, and we found support again in front of that level here on April 20th. So this $48,000 level is extremely important on Bitcoin. If it can hold above that and start to trade in this channel here between 48,000 and let's call it 59 to 60,000, if it can start just channeling, right, and trading in that channel, just consolidate for a good amount of time there, then we have a good case for the bullish scenario of a break of 60,000 and a push upwards towards $68,000, $70,000. Okay, that's what we can look for if Bitcoin can hold above 48,000. People are scared. Oh my God, Bitcoin is down in the 50s. Okay, and like this thing, it has been an absolute monster. An absolute monster. So it's perfectly fine that it consolidates. What do you think? It's just going to keep going up forever indefinitely with no pullbacks? That's not healthy. That's not healthy for anything, right? So it's perfectly fine if it can continue to consolidate here above 48. Then we could see that break of 50 in the coming weeks, okay? Now, if it breaks underneath 48 and it breaks underneath 48,000 with some strong volume, some strong heavy selling volume, then things get a little bit more dicey and we can see it come down here. You have 2 levels to watch, right? One level being this previous support in here, right, at that 43, and this previous support down here in front of 40. Okay, you have this previous structure right in here at 43, and you have this previous double top here on the daily. You have a top here at 40, and then this top here at 40 where we finally break through a day later. Right, so 40 is kind of like a line in the sand type of deal for it. If it can now hold above 40, then you could expect Bitcoin to really start to come on down here into potentially the low 20s little by little if it cannot get that buying volume. And then we're going to probably start to look pretty bad here into a bear market on Bitcoin. Now, do I think that's likely? The 20s, I mean, it's likely, don't get me wrong, potentially in the future, because we know that when Bitcoin has these giant runs, it tends to have these drastic pullbacks. 50, 60% pullbacks where it enters a bear market for a year or two or more before it breaks out again. So that is a possibility. But I think as long as Bitcoin can hold above that 48,000, it's got that bull case for a move upwards of 70,000 this year, 2021. But if it breaks down underneath that, then, things are going to get a lot more difficult, a lot quicker. So that's my take on Bitcoin currently. All right. Next, we got Doge. This one's been all the hype lately. Now, what's going on with Doge? Well, Doge, like we said on Sunday's video, it had that bull flag. We called it out on Sunday. It broke out of the bull flag. Very nice move. Then we were talking about the cup and handle pattern it was forming. We were looking for that cup and handle to resolve to the upside. Did not. Not a surprise. I mean, the thing is up over 5,000% on the year. So we had a stronger pullback there. The cup and handle formation did not work out. It broke down out of that. And where did it find support currently? Well, we're going to grab our line here and boom. We have found support at that 24-25 cent area. I talked about this area this week on one of my videos. This is a very, very important area on Dogecoin. If Dogecoin cannot hold on to this level, then I think we will see it come back down to the teens. Okay, I think we will see it come back down here to the teens down here. And then at that point, I think we will see some sort of bounce because there's still a lot of momentum in this name. So we might see a lot of people think, oh, it's super cheap. Let me grab it for the bounce. And do I think it's going to bounce right back up to the 40s? I don't know. I don't think so. We could see that thing come down here to the teens and give a quick 10-cent bounce. I think that's feasible. I think that's likely, very plausible scenario there. If it breaks down underneath 24 cents, 25 cents, okay? So, bottom of the barrel, 20-cent support. If that doesn't hold, which I doubt it would, we should see this thing in the mid-teens at a minimum. We would see this thing in the mid-teens here. So it's going to be an interesting one to continue watching and seeing how it develops. If it does hold above this 24-cent area and just consolidates between 35 and 24 cents over the coming weeks to month, then the bullish case is going to be there and we might see that 35-cent break. And if 35 cents breaks, I believe we will see 45 cents. And at that point, I think it's a given for a breakout over 45 and a move upwards of 50 cents. And then maybe we see a continual trek upwards towards 70 cents, 60 to 75 cents. Very possible. But I think the likelier scenario here is a breakdown and a retest of these teens. All right, now that we've gone over this crypto on the Bitcoin and the Dogecoin, the next thing we're going to go over is I'm going to show you a live trade on Tesla that I took and I have recorded here for you. Now, I normally trade on my Charles Schwab account, Street Smarts Edge. That's where my day trading account is, and my long-term swing trading account is there as well. But every once in a while, if I am on the go, I'll crack open Robinhood and take a trade there. Now, yesterday I entered a swing trade on Tesla, and I'm going to show you why in the daily, and I'll tell you exactly at what time I entered that trade. I entered that trade at 3:59 p.m. right before market close, so I was not able to alert it in the day trader chat room because it was an options trade, so those don't trade after the bell. Now, I traded that one based off of this daily chart. Now, I do have a lot of lines on my daily chart on Tesla, simply put because I have traded Tesla a lot. Yesterday, we had this very strong candle, very strong bounce off of that $700 level yet again, and I thought today we might get a shot at the 770s. Tesla has earnings on Monday. Because it has earnings on Monday, and today's Thursday, I thought maybe we'd see some continuation today to the upside as some chasers jumped in here thinking that they're going to buy it ahead of earnings, expecting big earnings and maybe a big move. Now, we know that oftentimes these stocks sell off after earnings, so I had no interest in holding on to a trade on Tesla into earnings. I do have investments in my Roth IRA on Tesla, which I have no problem holding on into all the earnings because it's an investment. Now, as far as the trade went, I was looking for a similar move to this one. Look, right here, I expected today possibly to be potentially red if it didn't have that continuation move, much like this big day that it had here. We gapped up, pushed, and then went red. Today, I expected a similar move, a gap up, push to the 770s, and then maybe red. I didn't care about that. I just was looking for that move towards the 770s. Now, we didn't get that. What I'll show you here is the move we did get. Here is the move on Tesla off the belt, a squeeze up like I expected into the 750s, but I was expecting some consolidation above VWAP and the move to the 770s. We did not get that. When we did not get that and broke down underneath VWAP here on this candle, I stopped out of my trade with a good profit. Now, what good profit is that? I'll show you here with the live trade that was recorded this morning. And there we go. So I am in the 750 strike Friday's expiration call, and I was looking for a big move today. Now, we get the move. You can see here, I'm in one contract, average cost of $10.29 per contract. And I was looking for a move on Tesla up to the 760s, 770s for my take profit, which would have made this a grand slam trade. But what happens is, you can see here, you see the unrealized P&L moving around. You'll see it creep up into over $500, right around here. You'll see these contracts creep up over, there it is, over $15 and change for my $10.29 entry. But Tesla starts to pull back kind of hard. So I'm like, you know, this is my line in the sand. I have a trailing stop. In this case, it's VWAP. And I'm looking for a VWAP to hold. When VWAP did not hold, I put out an order here to get out at 12 bucks. And you'll see I catch my fill. My order's out there. And you'll see my fill take place. Right there, it's gone. You see here my entry 10.29, my exit 12.03 for a nice almost couple $100. You know, yeah, I could have booked $500, but that wasn't the trade plan. I was trading the trade plan based off of the chart. I'm a pattern trader. So when that didn't trigger completely, I was able to stop out with profit. Okay. Now, had that trade triggered, I should have made at least, I think, a couple $1,000 on this trade, if not around $1,500. So it was definitely worth the try. So I'll take a couple $100 any day. Let me know how you've been doing. Let me know your thoughts on Doge and on Bitcoin. Drop them in the comment section below. Remember to smash the like button for me. Subscribe to the channel. Check out the daytraderchatroom.com. That's where all my courses and live trading occurs every single day. Links in the description and comment section, and I'll catch you on the next one.